Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? I trust that you're healthy, safe, and well. Or is it good night where you are? Many, many blessings to you. My name is Sophia Elizabeth Lambert. I am a published author of three books titled Hope Deferred, Rise Up, Mentoring Boys to Become Men of Integrity, and a guide to effectively mentor boys to become men of integrity. I have been doing a series on mentoring boys to become men of integrity as a means to provide additional resources to the books I've written. Today in our series, I will look at emotional intelligence. I will be sharing from an excerpt from my book that I recently published, a guide to effectively mentor boys to become men of integrity on the topic of emotional intelligence, as I said earlier. We are familiar with IQ, which is intelligence quotient, and becoming equally popular is the importance of being emotionally intelligent. Emotional intelligence is necessary for us to interact as human beings. We need to be able to show empathy and understanding and love and care, and so because of its importance in our society, I am discussing, not discussing, just reading an excerpt from my book. It is said that we have 34,000 emotions. Can you imagine? 34,000 emotions, which explains why at times we're unable to express how we feel. With so many emotions, it is important to identify a number of them to be emotionally intelligent. There's a chart of a wheel of emotion, which was developed by Professor Robert Pulty in my book, the book that am reading this excerpt from. You can buy the book and you will be able to see that wheel of emotions. It highlights many of our primary emotions. Um, so get the book and you will see it. It is imperative to note that our emotions are neither good or nor evil, and God has blessed us to be able to feel and articulate them. Because of our emotions, we are able to express ourselves according to the situation we are in. It's imperative, though, to learn to express ourselves in a wholesome and respectable manner. But what is emotion? According to Merriam-Webster dictionary, defines it as a conscious mental reaction such as anger or fear, subjectively experienced as a strong feeling usually directed toward a specific object and typically accompanied by physiological and behavioral changes in the body. Our most common emotions are as follows: love, optimism, aggressiveness, contempt, remorse, disapproval, awe, submission, serenity, acceptance, apprehension, distraction, pensiveness, boredom, annoyance, interest, joy, anticipation, anger, disgust, sadness, surprise, fear, trust, ecstasy, vigilance, rage, loathing, grief, amazement, terror, and admiration. Our primary emotions are surprise, joy, sadness, fear, trust, anticipation, disgust, and anger. Our emotions affect our responses as well as they influence our perception, thinking, problem solving ability. Our emotions can affect our ability to function on a particular day effectively. If a young man feels sad, it will affect his productivity for the day, or maybe for several hours. It will also impact how he relates with people. Knowing our emotions help us to recognize how we feel, understand, appreciate them, and manage them. Emotions are like their compass. It tells the mood they are in. Our young men should be taught that their emotions don't have to control them, and they can effectively manage them. They have been taught to repress their emotions, so they have learned to do so until it has become an unconscious response of suppression instead of allowing them to feel and work through how they feel. All these emotions are left bottled up inside, and as such, suppression will eventually lead to an explosion. Politic said that emotions are an essential part of who we are and how we survive. When people, when someone is distressed, they are impelled to get help. However, many of our young males have not been expressing their emotions, especially when experiencing difficulties. We need to look at addressing and helping them to relearn healthy ways of accepting and expressing their feelings. Because of society's norms, they repress how they feel to prevent being laughed at, therefore suffering social isolation. But it needs to change. Emotions are naturally human expressions, so let us help the younger generations of men to express themselves naturally. And this is the end of the excerpt on the chapter of on emotional intelligence. Thank you for watching. Please like and share. And as we say in Jamaica, encouragement sweetens labor. Have a great day. Many blessings to you. Take care.